Do I like this new patch or not? Not a fan of it. What do I like about it and what don't you like about it? I used to be someone who would say, oh, I want Zebra Stash to revert to one key bar. I regret ever pushing that idea, mainly because of the Zebra Stash loop. Oh, my least favorite thing was the win condition. They changed the win condition. Which, like, if they just made games last 10 minutes, then it wouldn't matter what the win condition is, really. Well, it could still matter, but it would matter less. Oh, I don't think DP is that balanced anymore. Yeah, every patch, DP just gets worse and worse. It's bad, bro. It's so bad. Oh my god, this is laggy. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is going on? Why is DP such a cesspool? Like, I understand why people shit on DP now. It's just like, this is what DP is. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I playing? And he knows, he's well aware of how laggy it is. That's why he's just spamming all these cutscenes. Holy shit. When is the vanish timing? I got hit by this. This is the average DP experience from now on. Holy shit. I can't play this game mode anymore. When is the vanish timing? Oh my god, and he rage quits as soon as I kill his beast Gohan. This is crazy! Oh my god, bro, I can't play this, man. My beloved DP. What did they do to my beloved DP? Oh my god, bro. This is why I'm playing singles. Oh my god, bro.
What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Christian here again with another video, this time with part 2 to the Alwuhu stream reaction, okay? So I just wanted to let that play because that's the average experience for people trying to play this game right now, especially DP Battle. And I know most of you are singles players, but believe it or not, at one point there was a thriving DP Battle community, and Alwuhu was kind of like the face of it in the creator space. And it's no surprise that he basically kind of semi-retired from YouTube because Spike Bandai has done everything in their power to completely destroy that mode and make it unplayable. And it's just completely mind-boggling to me that Bandai doesn't prioritize DP Battle and try to fix it after investing so much time with the DP Battle system. Them neglecting it basically makes 80% of the cast in the game unusable because you're not going to be using all those weak characters in singles. In fact, they seem to hate the mode so bad that they just change the win condition periodically, and they don't even let us know what the win condition is. The Alwuhu community basically has to get in private lobbies and run lab experiments to try to figure out how to win, which is freaking insane. And it made me think just last night that this game might not be actually made by game developers, guys. And hear me out. You're probably thinking, Christian, what the hell are you talking about? This is a game, of course it was made by game developers, but hear me out, okay? So every video I come on here and I say that there's mistakes that were made by this game that should have been figured out in the 90s or early 2000s. And when I say that, I am not lying, guys, okay? I've been alive basically for the whole evolution of the video game industry. I've seen every stage. So I saw an era in the early 2000s where there were games coming out that had issues with recovery and such, right? But modern video games, they know how to do recovery. They know how to do cooldowns. They know how to do win conditioning for modes. Games really don't get that wrong nowadays much because they kind of stand on the shoulders of the previous generation, and people have figured out how to do those things by now. But for whatever reason, this game just gets that stuff wrong constantly. And at this point, it's like, I just believe that the people who made this game don't actually like video games or know how to play them. I just feel like they just got good graphic artists to make the game look good, and they just hired cheap labor coders to kind of put the game together. But I really don't believe that the people who made this game were actually game devs. Like, I really don't believe that. And in fact, the changes to the win condition kind of supports my theory, okay? Because apparently they just want to make the win condition more and more complex as time goes on. Okay, at first it was just who had the most characters, right? So you just subtract whoever had you know, the least characters with the most, and whoever had the most wins. Okay, that's pretty simple. Then they turned it into a freaking percentage equation, the HP remaining over the total health pool, and that whoever had the most won. Okay, and now they're trying to make it into an algebraic equation, so you have to do algebra to figure out who's gonna win the game. So what's next? They're gonna turn it into a calculus. We're gonna have to figure out the derivative of the curve of the line of the HP versus the key. Come on, guys, like, it's getting ridiculous at this point. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen come out from a dev team, probably ever. Okay, and what makes it sad to me is that DP battle is such a genius concept, and of course it didn't come from this dev team. It came from the previous dev team who made Tenkaichi, right? You know, DP battle is a genius way to balance characters that are inherently unbalanced, right? By creating teams and making sure that the cost at the end is equal, and you basically just balance the game regardless of what characters you pick. And I think that's a genius concept, and with a good dev team, it could be pretty groundbreaking, especially if you add modern elements to it. If the characters start to interact with each other, affect each other's stats, or be able to, you know, boost each other's stats, and you can make it lore accurate. You know, certain combinations of characters could give each other stat boosts, etc. Like, it could get really groundbreaking really fast if you just give it to a good creative dev team. Just imagine if you gave this game to the dev team that made Overwatch, for example. Like, DP battle could turn into like one of the most groundbreaking anime fighters of all time, but instead we got this dev team that, in my opinion, are not really video game fans or even video game players or have any talent making video games as a whole. They're just good graphic artists, and they put the game together bare bones, and you know, we got what we got basically. But I want to give a huge shout out to Alwuhu and the Kaizens of the world for kind of keeping the game alive despite all these shortcomings and issues. Yeah, guys, so I appreciate you guys hosting tournaments and stuff. For example, Alwuhu hosted a DP battle tournament that was pretty great to watch. The talent in that tournament was pretty great, and now that we have a little bit more customization options, I would like to see more style of tournaments. I would like to see tournaments that are 2v2 or 3v3 or full-on DP battle tournaments with, you know, just rules made up by the community, because obviously Bandai is not doing a good job of supporting the mode or the community. So it's up to us if we want to kind of keep it alive. But I'm not surprised that Alwuhu stopped posting content, because there's just not enough substance there to keep posting about DP battle. It's just not playable, as you saw in the beginning of this video, and hopefully that will change in the future. But right now, Bandai is giving me no hope when it comes to this game. Like, I feel like they're just not supporting it properly, and they just don't have the talent to fix it in the right way. Okay, but anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and like, sub. That is my part 2 to the Alwuhu stream reaction. I'll be coming up with more videos in the future, so stick around if you like this kind of stuff. Catch you there. Peace out.
I'll put you out of your misery. Take this!